right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
That is caught by Laporta. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Goff. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Goff. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Cardinals offense and Desmond Ridder headed back onto the field. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Ridder to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right at the 35. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Time for another look at this Lions offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. In motion goes the tight end. Now it's Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now gone. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's right. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the 3rd quarter with their 1st touchdown of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Here's Ritter. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw it here. Ritter out to the right here to Wilson. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Ritter. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Yeah, they've clawed their way back into this game. First half, they were down pretty big. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. How have they done it?
First thing is what you just talked about, clawing their way back in. That means they've decided to go ahead and fight this thing out, which is great. The second part is they looked at where the problems were in the first half, figured out how to shore them up, and have now gone to that part of the playbook that is actually working for them. A few adjustments, a few changes, and really good execution.
Now we'll see if that trend can continue. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Hand off now to Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Play action. It's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's throw caught at about the 5. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have taken a fourth quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Ritter back to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Shrugs him off. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Gibbs, and shedding through the tackle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 73 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Goff now looking to throw.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And just shutting him off there. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A short one here, caught by McBride. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. Back to throw, Ritter. That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Open man here is Benson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Ritter now. A short one here, caught by McBride. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should have realized they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Goff. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Ritter. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Here's Ritter. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Ritter. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Ritter wants to throw it. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Ritter. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Ritter looking to throw it here. Rolling, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Goff now to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now it's gone. This to Laporta, right side. Finding room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Goff.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. We're going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it.
One last throw here for Goff. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Arizona, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for